y'all, here it is. It's a Sand Pro 14. So I can get back enough to give you a good view of the whole machine. It's about 5 foot wide, a little over 5 foot wide, because it wouldn't fit on my 5 foot wide trailer, but it's super short. You know, it's maybe 5 foot long. So it's an old machine, but it runs good. And then the issue we're having with the carburetor, you guys can see, you know, that thing, that shaft is just plumb wore out. And this is not the right carburetor for this motor. It takes the older style linkages and stuff. So they've just bent this linkage over in this big hole, so it's surging and everything else. Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. Thanks for stopping in and checking out part 3 of the Toro Sand Pro. Appreciate y'all watching it, and you know, giving the likes and thumbs up and everything and comments. Deeply appreciate it. It means a lot to me that, you know, people are actually watching it. Today we are going to put the carburetor on and the governor arm. We're going to do that, and then we will try to get some fuel to it and see if it'll fire up and adjust that carburetor. I don't have the regular fuel tank for it, so I don't know how long I can run it. But you know, that's the game plan. But as always, best laid plans of bears and mice. Who knows? You know, we may end up, you know, rebuilding the rear end or something. I don't know. So just stick around and see what's going to happen. All right, y'all. We're going to start out. We're going to take this governor arm off here. All you need is a couple 7/16 wrenches. I got a couple here. Put one there. Put one down here. Break that loose. I'm actually going to use my socket end of my wrench here. Alright, somebody asked on one other video who makes this wrench. It is S&K. S&K makes them. There's the focus. There's the numbers off of it. Everything. So that's who makes that wrench. So alright, we got that loose. Bolts loose in there. It spins around. And I just need a screwdriver, stick in here, kind of pry that open a little bit. And like I said, best laid plans of mice and bears. Alright, I'm going to have to get a bigger screwdriver and go in from straight back, so bring y'all right back a second. Alright, y'all. Got me a bigger screwdriver now. Stick it in that little slot back there. Maybe. Can't see what I'm doing. There's all kinds of hydraulic lines and stuff in my way back here, so hopefully you guys can see. Telling you, this motor's whipping my butt. That might help if I loosen that bolt a little bit. So, alright, you guys see how you do it. I'm going to move the camera out of the way so I can actually get in here and work on it. And we'll bring y'all back in just a minute. Alright, y'all, got that off. Just kind of tap the screwdriver in that little opening there a little bit, spread it out, slid right off. Next thing you want to do, and make sure you do this, count the number of holes up that this spring goes into. That sets your governor RPM. This one here has 7 holes in it, and it's dead center. So we know that it's in the dead center of the 7th hole. Now, take our replacement. It's got a lot better hole in it. It's still a little sloppy. This one also has 7 holes in it. And so we're going to bring that spring back up Pop her right in the 7th hole there. Maybe. Can't find the hole. Don't usually have that problem. There we go. Just had to get looking right. And don't put it on backwards. Okay. Now. There. So, alright. Yep. Little tap tap with a hammer. Maybe. A little bit more. Get her in there. Make sure you don't have it pressed tightly up against the seal back here, the bushing. And I'm going to show you all how to adjust that after we get the carburetor on. So let me get you kind of swung around here and we'll get set up and put this carburetor on here. Alright, y'all. I think we're ready to put this here carburetor on here. We're going to start out here. Got the new overseas carburetor. I have adjusted the main in the idle jet or low speed jet. It's got a new gasket there. So nice thing about these are they have slots on the edges of the carb, so we can slide it right in there. Just get that one started. Got the other bolt there. Put that one through there. Pick it up. Oop. Okay, slide it through first. And then hook your carburetor, hook your gasket over it. Maybe. You guys probably can't see. My big paws are in the way. So, there we go. Grab our little 1/2-inch wrench here. Give her a little turn, action. Hopefully she starts. Yep, she started. Now, take a small little flat blade screwdriver and I'll turn these in the rest of the way. Hope you guys are enjoying watching this. Alright, that's kind of snugged up. Now what I do is I slide it back and forth a couple times, try to get her kind of centered up. And you can kind of get in there and snug it up there a little bit like that. And there's that one. Okay, that one didn't go snug. Alright, I think they're snug enough. Now comes the tricky part, getting down in here. Pull this coil wire off here so it's out of my way. Now we got that one snug. Bring that one up snug. You want to make sure you get these good and snug, not He-Man tight, but you don't want no air leaks coming in back here and here, you know, making you run lean or anything. Alright, next thing is we got the linkage here. This is the an old linkage that I got off Twisted V Twin Garage. Went with that governor arm. This is the right linkage that goes with it. See, there's a little E-clip there on the end. Hopefully you can see if it's focusing. Yep, there we go. Got that little E-clip. I'm going to pop that off. Try not to lose it. Of course, this screwdriver is going to be way too big, so I'm going to grab hold of it with a pair of pliers real gently like. There she goes. And super easy. Pop that on there. Pop that in there. And I mean, we still got a little bit of slop, but it ain't nowhere near what it was on the other carburetor governor linkage there. Now comes the fun part. Got to slide that down over and get her snapped on. There it is. First try. Look at that. Alright. Now we're going to adjust this governor linkage. I'll try to get set up, get you a little better angle, show you all what all goes on. We'll bring you right back. Alright, I'm ready to set this governor up here. And I want to apologize, I misspoke when I was taking the old one off. The spring down here does not set your RPM. It sets your sensitivity of your throttle. The throttle itself is what sets your RPM. There's a throttle stop underneath the carburetor. I'll get you a better picture of it here after we get the governor adjusted. So let's go ahead and do that. To do it, you can see I got a pair of vice grips on the shaft. You turn it counterclockwise. I use the vice grips to kind of give it a little bit of weight to turn it counterclockwise. And then you want a wide open throttle on the, and then all you gotta do is tighten the nut. Of course, I'm gonna have to get both hands up in here. The struggle is real, people. Okay. Alright, there's that. Take that off there, and there we go. Now, you may have to adjust this linkage up here so that it is at, you know, wide open throttle, or I know mine is because I pulled the arm off and made sure where the position was at for the stop. It was up against the stop on the back, and you know, we're there. So alright, let me get the camera moved around and I'll show you what I was talking about on that throttle stop for the RPMs, and we'll move on to the next part. Alright, y'all, got the camera moved around here. Here's your throttle cable coming in, comes across. There's a little arm right here it hooks onto, and then you got your spring that comes over to your governor arm, goes up to the linkage of the carburetor. This little arm right here, let me find a pointing device for my fingers not in the way. I'll zoom in a little bit. This little bracket right here is your throttle stop for your max RPMs. You just loosen this bolt here, and you can rotate that, you know, where you need to get your maximum of 3,600 RPM. So there you have it. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to getting the fuel system primed up, and we'll get this thing fired up. Alright, y'all, I got the carburetor all bolted on, got the fuel line filled up coming out of the fuel line here. I didn't fill the float bowl. Got a temporary fuel tank on the other side, got the throttle hooked up, everything. Let's see if we can fire this thing off. I hope if I turn the fuel on, tank over there. We got it. Alright, y'all, there you go. Another one of my overseas carburetors put on one of these motors. A little bit of adjustment there. I'll probably still have to fine tune it just a little bit, but there you go. We got it. Works fine. The only thing left on this machine is drain the oil out, put some fresh oil in, change the hydraulic filter over there, and check with the gentleman to see if he's going to put the tins back on or if I am. If he gives me the tins put back on, we'll video it. If not, I think I'm going to end this video here. There's not a big deal changing oil. It's just there's no oil filter or anything on this motor. Just pull the plug, drain the oil, let it drain, top it off with new oil, and the hydraulic filter is just a spin-off filter. Spin it off, spin it on. Put that air cleaner back on. This here, I still haven't found. I got the one bolt from the other carburetor that the guy gave me that had the linkage on it, but I still have to find one more bolt to bolt that on there. But you know, that's just nuts and bolts. So I'm gonna turn the camera off here, and we'll bring you back if we're gonna do the tins and stuff. Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for this one. This Toro Sand Pro 14. We did the carburetor on it, we did the governor linkage, we changed the oil, fuel filter, hydraulic filter, checked it all over, replaced the ground wire on the battery. It was getting a little sketchy, and basically, you know, I'm waiting on the tins. I got to call the gentleman that owns it to see if he's going to install them or if he wants me to reinstall them. I imagine he's going to want me to reinstall them, so as soon as he gets them to me, maybe I'll make a video of putting them back on. You guys see me taking them off. It's just a reverse process. If we got time, we'll throw a video up of it. But yeah, that'll do it. So appreciate you all stopping and hanging out and watching videos here. This was a little long series, 3-part. I mean, not real long, but the videos were a little longer. Trying to think what. Like, subscribe, share. If you're new to the channel, ring the bell over there. Get all the notifications of my weekly live stream. Every time I put a new video out, I do cooking videos also. Those usually come out on Wednesdays. These videos come out on Saturdays. Just appreciate it. Swing by and stop out the live stream. Sunday night, 7 p.m. We talk about everything. Small engines, cooking, general what's going on in the news, you know, what's going on in life. Just a really good time. So we'll catch you all on the next one. Bye.